I'm Barbara Mary Grant, and I'm 92, I'll soon be 93, and I'm your grandmother.
I'm Elizabeth Ann Chapman, I'm 58 and I'm your mum.
Hello, my name is Molly. I'm 31 years old and I am your older sister.
Jumped onto a car.
Now that was in Cyprus as well.
Mm.
And there was something called the Valley of the Kings, which it was like parkland, green grass and parkland, but every so often you could go down steps into tombs. And we went in and we got dressed up, so we had dresses on, and we were walking around and we didn't realise that it was closing time. So the people in charge at the gate locked the gates with us inside, and we managed to find a table. I don't know where the table was, somewhere around, and we climbed up onto the table. Now my friend had always had a stiff leg because she had a motorbike accident when she was younger, so one leg was very stiff. And we stood up on the table and we were at the tall gates, and we looked over and somebody drew up in a Jeep.
Yeah.
And they said, well, if you jump down over the gates onto the bonnet of our car, that would be better than falling to the ground. But I had to get Amy's leg over because she couldn't bend her leg. So she went over first, remembering we only had our dresses on. And then it was my turn to climb over the top of the gates. And when we got over, we landed on the bonnet of this Jeep, which we dented, but they didn't seem to mind. And then we noticed a young couple in a sports car opposite, and they thought it was hilarious. They thought it was very, very funny. But the people in the Jeep took us back down to the town, and we went in and had a meal.
Oh, that's nice.
And saw the funny side of it afterwards.
We always used to go to Cornwall, to a little cottage, and we used to feed the seagulls and go to a little artist studio, play on the beach, throwing stones.
And then since I've been older, I've done holidays with friends and with my partner, and one of my favourites is possibly Bologna because it's beautiful and it's cheap, and it just felt it's obviously very Italian because it's in Italy, but you could really enjoy yourself, and it's a small city so you could just walk around. I love Naples, that's very busy.
Oh, my first date?
Yeah.
Yes, well, we arranged in Reading in the town hall. They had well-known bands. I used to go there. I can't remember all their different names, but really well-known bands. And they'd have dances. And we arranged to go to one of these dances in the big town hall, and arranged to meet there. And I got there, and John didn't turn up for a long time. And he did eventually come, but he'd been to the football finals.
Yeah.
I don't know where they were then, up in London or somewhere. And he was late back coming from that, but he did get there eventually.
Yeah, Lee, my husband, used to play football every weekend. So I used to go and watch, and his whole family were watching too. And then afterwards, we always used to go to the local pub and then have a Chinese at his house with all the family.
I would do a first date story for my partner, Caroline. We met 10 years ago, which was kind of at the beginning or perhaps the end of internet dating. So the first date involved quite a lot of drinks and chips, and I can remember I was very nervous. I had a like a half a bottle of white wine to myself. Going on the tube, which felt very modern and grown up and scary. And then we had a few drinks in Camden, which I would never normally go out in Camden ever. But Caroline was like, this is a really cool place. And I was thinking, no, it isn't.